I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week. Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now. Call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down! You want it, Begin! Purdue!
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. There and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a handoff to Corral. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And
down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially. Not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 24, Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Here's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Cohen on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
51. Let's go.
Trubisky will throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Right, Eddie. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Complete to Jalen Richard. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Carr completes it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Check, walk it before. Check the out, check the out.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, 180! Let's go, tackle, let's go, we got this.
1st and 10
Come on, 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180! 180!
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr on the move to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down now, Richard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard
line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 11.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now a handoff to Davis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Break it up. 180. 54 Mike. Big stop, D. Alert, 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 alert.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 53 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 21. Carr gives to Richard. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 24, Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On third and long, it's Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They go option right on second and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? On third down, a run with Cohen. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with.
And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Carr, and he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're able to locate Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did get
Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Down! 180!
Stop your whining.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Carr being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
White Monday down! Bang, bang! Bang, bang!
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A first down carry for Davis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, Davis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Stay with your man.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This is Crowell, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Davis now. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Raiders 7, Bears nothing.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And Davis with it left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 50 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong. Play out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right side to Gabriel. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the carry, it's Davis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Cohen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go play action with Trubisky. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermittent. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Trubisky to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now Trubisky on first down. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Completion left side to Miller. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears have retaken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 23. They go with Washington to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On play action, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10. On first down, Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and 2, Carr.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Carr. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Tighten down. There you go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Carr, he almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, keep it up.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ryan Grant, an even 90 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Line 50, line 50. You're trapped, you're trapped.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Watch the ship. Have me. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On first down, it's Davis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. Ooh, the juke. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Trubisky. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
A handoff for Washington. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud.
keeping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. You see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when attack like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the. Honey, y'all, lash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more fours than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more fours than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I gotta aim with me. Bad man when I gotta I get green. Game was never been seen. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Look at that. Gourmet. I go
sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I said why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know. I sip, hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
It's lonely on top of the phone. I am a king of the phone. Hop on the jet on the road. I get to lose my homie. There's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like tumbling in the air. I'm switching these flows. If you lick on my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm starting to tell you success is alone. They showing me love in my city. Ain't saying hippies. People like me, you know what I'm about. I'm not just stereotypes. They do not playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell, a couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to the well, not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me, we eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart. Let the money run as a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see.
Select the team you want to join.
We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Always
On myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
They're on 22-yard line.
40. Check. Cover. Kill.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 62 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
We got this.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Got you, boy.
Mahomes now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Clement. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Throwing is Wentz, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Eagles add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you bring some doubt in their minds. I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 24 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's the first carry for Tourney. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll try and run it in with Brown, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Willie Snead, 64 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? From the gun on third down, Wentz.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Wentz now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Wentz, flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, Clement. call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start things on 1st with Tourney Cohen. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Flushed out right, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jerry Rice. As the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a big play there. 54 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jerry Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
From the 16, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me. Often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Mahomes now to throw. Jerry Rice open right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. Big hold to the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
34 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down. It's Brown, and another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a give to Brown. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Visitors 21.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Here we go, here we go. 120! Switch up, switch up!
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run. This is Brown. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll run going for it with Tariq Cohen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Clement, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run again with Clement. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wentz. Steps away to his left. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Brown. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They go with Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. Know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Ready. Yellow lady. Exit. No. Off. Kill.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
15 yards there on the catch and run. Now a give right side. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes, and he slings one that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really